I am a professional coach, and I am the founder of the Corey Robertson Coaching Academy for Leaders. This academy offers an ICF certified program that trains leaders to be coaches within their own organizations. So I'm very excited that we will be running our program online starting in October. So if you've been interested in coaching and learning how to use coaching as a leadership style, the academy may be for you. So if so, please leave a comment or send me a private message and we can talk about whether you're a good fit for this program. So today, what I wanted to talk to you about, first of all, is to let you know that our latest blog post has been published, and it is continuing along the theme that we've been working on for the past couple weeks, which is how to build up your self-awareness and your awareness of other people. So at this time in the world where we're all, reinventing our companies and scrambling to a work from home model, we are really finding out that we have some hidden talents, and we also have some strengths that sometimes we overuse a little bit when we're trying to make things work. And when we're overusing our strengths, they appear as faults and weaknesses. So in this week's blog post, we're focusing on what happens to people-focused people. So how to know if you are people-focused, how to spot people who are people-focused, and what happens when people-focused people become overextended. So you can learn more about those very important ideas at my blog, www.coreyrobertson.com. For those of you who are subscribed to my newsletter, you will see that that you have a mail from me today, and it will take you to the blog. It'll also give you some news about some very interesting things happening with government subsidies for training programs, and it will share a couple of articles from my curated library on topics of interest, like leadership and organizational effectiveness. So what I wanted to share with you today, I wanted to just bring to light a few of the more common coaching topics of the week since I last spoke to you. So one of the occurring topics, of course, is switching to a work from home model. People are finding it's very hard to connect with their customers, and it's very hard to nurture the relationships that, in ways that they, getting the effect that they've wanted to have, connecting with customers, talking to customers, and solving their problems. So what tends to be coming out of those sessions is people are coming up with new strategies for how they can bring extra value during these really tough times for businesses, and how they can lead from a place of compassion. So right now, if you are worried about your customers, you remember they're human beings and they're struggling in their business just as much as you are. So think compassion. Think about adding value. Think missionary and not mercenary. For anyone out there who's trying to make a fast buck off of people who are suffering right now, let me tell you loud and clear, that strategy is not going to serve you well in the long term. For those of you who are coming through on your business values with compassion and with a service attitude, really the missionary type of energy, you're the ones who are going to succeed, because you're the ones who are building up the strong networks, and you're using your, what we call your political intelligence, your ability to build networks, nurture your networks, and take care of your colleagues and see your clients as your partners in success. So those of you who are interested in that topic, please leave me a comment or a private message. We can flesh out some ways that you can use those ideas in your own business. What else? What else is interesting this week? So another interesting development in the coaching world recently has been actually that some folks are not bringing COVID-19 and related issues to their coaching calls. People are, seems like, getting back into a normal rhythm of work. People are coming to their coaching calls with topics such as project management, still still how to manage remote teams, still how to check in with their teams, still how to build connections and make sure work is flowing productively and efficiently, but certainly not from the same sort of panic and worried energy that was coming through even just a couple of weeks ago. Now it's getting to be a little bit business as usual. And, how do we make the most of the situation? And you may be feeling this too. Some people are starting to, find the silver lining in this. They are enjoying the time to disconnect from the busy world, and they're starting to find, that they have strengths and talents that they weren't aware of. I was speaking to one client this afternoon, and he was saying how, he used to be so quick, to answer every email, answer every text, answer every phone call. And now he doesn't feel the desperate need to be so connected all the time. He says, when I look at it now, it's almost like I was like needy in a way, that I had to always be connected to somebody, always being talking to somebody. He goes, now I'm really just enjoying the quiet time, with myself, to think and to meditate and to, just be alone with my thoughts. He said he's really getting to sort out a few things that he hasn't been able to think through because of the busyness. So these are a few of the benefits of what's happening right now. And I think some folks are going to, try to find ways, when the world does go back to normal, try to find ways to hang on to these benefits. And of course, there's still a few folks who are concerned about making sure that their employees are not, in their pajamas watching daytime TV all day, every day. A little bit concerned with, how am I still going to get to look over people's shoulders to make sure they're doing their work? If this is you, please book a virtual coffee with me. You can find my schedule at www.talkwithcorey.com. You can go in, you can see my real-time availability, and you can just book a virtual coffee with me. We can spend 15 minutes up to an hour talking this through. This does concern me, the need to the feeling that your employees are not going to be working if you're not looking over their shoulder. In these kinds of cultures, it's like a constant tension. So some folks on the employee side are worried that they're being taken advantage of, and they're putting in a lot more than they're getting out. And at the same time, the supervisors are thinking that the company is giving a lot more than they're getting. So that's a culture problem. If you're seeing that that's happening at your company or in your team, let's have a talk and see if we can get to the bottom of that and come up with some solutions that are more win-win oriented and that will liberate you to adopt what we call a servant leadership model, where you are really able to support your team members to do, a good solid day's work, and not feeling like you have to extract it from them all the time. So if, like I said, if that's you, if you're noticing that on your team or in your organization, book a call with me or reach out to the coach you already have and see what sort of strategies you can work through to make a more robust and effective culture. So I'm going to sign off there. I've been chatting for a while. I know you're busy. You've got other things to pay attention to. So I'll be back on Thursday afternoon. I'll share some more insights of what's going on in the coaching world. And if you have any comments, questions, like I said, please leave me a comment in the thread, or send me a private message, or hop on a call with me that you can book at talkwithcorey.com. So in the meantime, have a wonderful afternoon, and I will be back later in the week to talk to you some more. Have a great day. Bye.